Georgia, we know how much the Vipers' reputation. You must be so gutted you haven't got through to the final.
Yeah, I think pretty gutting for us as a team. We did a lot right today, but I think also we probably let them get a few too many by not nailing the basics probably in the field and being as tight as we have been with the ball. But yeah, when you put a team out like that on paper, it's gutting to not be on the winning side.
I was going to say, because on paper you guys probably are the best side. Is that the most disappointing thing?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you look at our team, we've currently got 6 of the England T20 side in our squad, so definitely frustrating. But you know, with that also comes pressures on other players to be adaptable, change roles. So it's not always easy for the whole group dynamic. But yeah, you'd certainly hope we'd be on the winning side with that team.
Chasing 163, as you say, was a bit on the high side. It doesn't help when Maya Boucher's out in the first over.
Yeah, I think we did think that was possibly par. It seemed like a good wicket. So, you know, we weren't too unhappy with it, but we knew that we probably just sort of basic errors in the field at times, little mishaps, we probably let them get 5 or 10 too many, which was frustrating, you know, when you lose early wickets. And again, I think losing wickets in clusters and at regular intervals has been what sort of damaged us in this tournament. And, you know, we need to learn from that and take that forward, that, you know, partnerships are key.
Once more, Charlie Dean showed real class, didn't she? 43 off 29 balls and only out in the bast over through, you know, backing up at the non-strikers end.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see sort of Charlie Dean blossom into a true all-rounder actually, and you know, she plays some really smart cricket. I think that's what we can't take away from her. She's always had it upstairs to be a real smart cricketer, but what she's shown a couple of times in this tournament is that, you know, she can go at a high strike rate and she can find the boundaries, and she's certainly got some nous, and I'm very excited for her sort of to watch her in her career, because I think she's got more to give with the bat as well as being a true star with the ball.
I was going to say, she's been one of the real pluses of this campaign, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, this is what the campaign's all about, sort of to give those players as well. It's not always easy for the England players coming back in, all eyes on them, but actually, you know, to give her some exposure with the bat and to show what she can do. And both her big innings for us have been sort of under a lot of pressure, so it's been really pleasing to sit back and watch her do her thing so well. And you know, I'm just gutted for her that she wasn't on the winning side today playing a knock like that.
I know it's early days, but I mean, any other pluses you can take away from this campaign?
Yeah, look, I think Lindsay Smith, you can't take away what she's done this tournament, and it's earned her the right to sort of be picked in the England squad and pull on the 3 Lions, which is fantastic. So as much as I hate to lose her, you know, we're so chuffed for her, and we wish her all the best with her England campaign. But yeah, I think, you know, there's been some real good games of cricket. There's been loads more cricket as well. I think we've had 4 extra games on last year, so you know, we love playing and we want to play as much as possible to keep growing the game.
You can't keep winning every trophy going all the time, but I mean, I mean, this campaign for the Vipers, obviously in name, is ended, but I mean, it's 2 semi-finals and 2, you know, wins out of the 4 years. I mean, that's an amazing accomplishment, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, you know, we'll take that as a record, and I think, to be honest, when you look back and reflect on our campaign this year, you know, we probably didn't deserve to be the winning side. We've had some tough times throughout, but equally we've played some fantastic cricket, and there's so many positives we can take, but definitely areas that we can actually look at as a group in terms of how we can do things better next year in new colours probably.
You go back to the Rachel Hayhoe Flint Trophy shortly. You've got work to do in that competition, haven't you?
Yeah, sort of. Again, we sort of pretty happy with the start we got, but we still lost a couple, so it's never easy anymore. I think we got quite fortunate in the early days that we played some fantastic cricket, but we probably weren't always challenged enough across the board. And now you're seeing every team is growing and getting better, especially across the two different formats. And you know, every team puts you under the pump, so you can never be complacent anymore.
Just finally, though, you know, when you reflect, I mean, this is the end of the Southern Vipers in the Charlotte Edwards Cup. I know you've still got this other competition yet, but when you reflect on that, is that quite sad? Whatever you morph into, Hampshire something.
Yeah, it's really sad. I think, you know, we've started to sort of build our identity and build our brand as Southern Vipers. Who knows what that will look like moving forward? But, you know, it feels a little bit like we were just sort of getting going, and we were just starting to see, I guess, the improvements of a really strong regional setup across the country. But hopefully with the change moving forward, it will come with loads of positives, and yeah, we'll hopefully carry on the Vipers legacy in some way, shape or form. But it would have been nice to bring little Lottie home.